Launching an export business based purely on gut feeling is exactly like steering a massive cargo ship into heavy fog. You might eventually reach a destination, but you are far more likely to wreck your margins on unseen hazards along the way. But there is a tool that clears that fog. It is called the ITC Trade Map, a professional-grade database that tracks the exact flow of global demand. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to use this tool to pinpoint which countries are actively buying your specific commodity and how to extract the direct contact information of the companies doing the purchasing. Spending a few minutes to learn this interface takes the guesswork out of your operation and turns international sales into a targeted, data-backed science. First, head over to trademap.org. You must create a free account to access the advanced data, so take a moment to register and log in. This search interface is where we start. Select the product category and type in your specific commodity, like onions, or its numeric HS code. Now, a crucial step. Make sure you select the imports option, not exports. If your goal is to sell your product to the world, your sole objective right now is to track the behavior of the buyers. You need to see who is bringing goods in. Leave the country field entirely blank for now, then hit search. This generates a complete global view of every nation importing your product. This table shows us the raw data. To make sense of it, sort the list by the value imported in USD column. Now the world's biggest buyers are sitting right at the top of the list. But pause right here. It is incredibly tempting to just look at the countries spending the most money and declare them your primary target. This is the volume trap. A massive import volume only tells you that the market is large. It tells you nothing about whether that market is accessible, highly competitive, or profitable for a new exporter. To find our actual targets, we have to filter this top 10 list by cross-referencing 3 specific data columns. First is the trade balance column. A negative trade balance is exactly what you want to see. It indicates the country runs a deficit for this specific commodity. They are forced to import more than they export to meet their domestic needs. Next, look at the growth rate over the last 5 years. Sustained positive numbers here prove that this market is dynamic. Demand for your product is actively expanding. Finally, check the market concentration column. This measures how heavily the market relies on a few dominant suppliers. Numbers approaching 1 or over 50% signal a closed market that will be brutal to enter. Lower numbers indicate a fragmented market ripe for competition. Apply these 3 rules together. If a top-tier market has a positive trade balance, shrinking growth, or heavy monopoly control, cross them off your list. The 3 to 5 countries left standing are your gold standard. These are massive, rapidly growing markets that rely heavily on imports and are actively open to new suppliers. Now that you have your short list of highly viable targets, pick one of those surviving countries to investigate further. This moves us from statistics to actual buyers. Click your target country and locate the Companies tab. You're looking at a directory of importing companies in that market. You get phone numbers, websites, executive names, and a button to download the list to Excel. Dropping this data into a spreadsheet gives you an immediate, structured foundation to fuel your outreach and marketing campaigns. By following this precise sequence, you have successfully turned abstract global trade statistics into a concrete, highly targeted list of leads. Starting with a product but no idea where to sell it leaves you entirely vulnerable. Holding a verified, data-backed list of active buyers puts you in control. This methodology bypasses traditional trial and error. You no longer have to waste resources pitching to stagnant economies or fighting against lockdown monopolies. And this institutional-grade intelligence is available to anyone, completely for free, simply by registering an account. The buyers are out there, and now you know exactly how to find them. Head over to trademap.org right now and run a search for your own commodity.